All right, so welcome everybody to another live stream. It is currently Friday. What is this? June 7th today, 8:34 in the morning. We just had NFP being released, so let's go over that and then let's take a look at price action. We had a few events that came out over just before like the New York session, but let's go over NFP, then we'll break that down, see what we can use in terms of price action for us to make some money, right? So NFP, as you can see, it's coming out higher than the markets were expecting. Unemployment rate is going up. So we're having a little bit of mixed data. As you can see over here, we have earnings going up. So let me just pull this up over here on the charts. Sorry, guys, is the stream lagging? My computer is lagging a little bit here, guys. Let me know. All right, good. All right, I think it's better now. All right, let me pull this up again. Let me know if you guys can see this. All right. So this is a little bit of mixed data because NFP, as you can see, 272,000. That's way more jobs than they were expecting for them to be added, but unemployment rate is also going up. So this is contradicting data. It's data that goes against each other. And then we have the earnings going up. So as you can see, 0.4 above consensus, above forecast. This one as well, 4.1, 3.9, 3.9. So it seems like we have three reports. So 1, 2, 3 reports going more in favor of gold bearish price action, but this unemployment rate is still a bit higher. So the only thing we want to keep in mind is just the fact that overnight, to not go too deep into it because it's a move that already happened. Basically, what happened was that China stopped their buying of gold, and so that caused for a big drop in gold, as you can see. Now it seems like gold literally is back down into the support area, as you guys can see, just around this 23.16. So I want to say that I want to continue selling off gold, right? But I'm expecting some sort of reaction just around these areas. So we can start to get some sort of reaction. It is a possibility that we're going to start to see at least a minor correction of this move. I think probabilities for, I mean, yeah, sure, we could see a continued sell-off, excuse me, but again, look at the downside move that we had overnight. This is absolutely insane. This is from 23.86. We're down 700 pips. You get me? So again, not totally against continuing with the bearish price action on gold to continue selling, but take a look at dollar. Dollar's getting strong. So again, that supports the sells on gold. But again, over here at this area, it seems to me like most likely we can get some sort of reactions. Look at the lower time frames already. Lower time frames on this 1 minute. I'm not sure how many of you guys saw the NFP prep video that we posted, but we know that usually a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times when you have these fundamental events come into the market, you'll have a large move play out first. That's why I sent the stream a little bit late. So that way we make sure we're not doing any degenerate activities over here. And then you'll see the correction of that move before actually continuing towards the downside. So again, if, for example, we start to break back above into these areas, you start to see like 5-minute candles closing bullish, 15-minute candles kind of flipping from this support zone, again, then most likely that's going to increase the chance for us to see a correction of that move. But if we continue to see 5-minute, or I would say 15-minute to 5-minute candles continuing to close below these zones and breaking below those lows, then yeah, that would be something that most likely would be best to follow. But again, I don't know, something is telling me that we're going to get a bounce and get at least a slight correction of this move. I'd be extremely surprised to see this NFP report that came out a bit mixed just cause a meltdown on gold, especially after seeing such a large impact from what happened overnight with China. Does that make sense for you guys? So we're gonna expect a little bit of a bounce around this area, see if we can get that correction. And then we'll see how far that correction is gonna go. Again, it's something that we want to adapt to. It's whether you want to wait for the overall move to potentially play out, or whether you want to start adapting to some potential bounce plays from this area. Again, completely up to you guys, but it's just something that I would suggest you look out for, right? So we're getting a bit of the pause just as we're expecting, just as we're talking about. Let's go ahead and see if, again, 5-minute candle is going to start to close bullish. And then we'll have about, oh no, not 10 minutes, but 5 more minutes. We'll have 5 more minutes until this candle on the 15 closes as well. But around these areas, it seems to me like we could put some more zones. So let's go ahead and look at let's look at the daily actually. Okay, so around this area, seems like there's some strong daily 4 hour as well, just around this area. Let me look at the 1 hour, see if that makes sense. So yeah, 1 hour as well. You can see doesn't have to be mostly like, not that it doesn't have to be a precise zone, but we saw it on the daily candle. On the 4 hour, it didn't really line up the best, only just, as you can see, some reactions around these areas. But the daily and the 1 hour looks a lot cleaner. So, and let me see, do NFP. Yeah. So again, continued buys, especially if candle continues to break above this area over here, just a significant price point on the lower time frames, and then continued buys above that area. We'll look for further sells if price action is not going to correct that move, and you're going to have further candles breaking below, closing below those areas. Might be choppy day with this data. Yeah, we could, but I guess I'm just trying to read the data for what it is. And again, we have 3 reports showing more bullish for a dollar, which is why we're getting such a strong impact, strong recovery here on dollar. So we just want to make sure that actually holds and we don't get caught in any liquidity grabs or anything like that. But yeah, still very early. It's literally been like only 10 minutes since the NFP got released. So let's be patient here, see what ends up happening around these areas. We're starting to get the pause, as you can see, starting to get the breaks above those areas that we were looking at. But now we just want to make sure that the lower time frames actually respect this zone and then continue up from here. And yeah, we'll do some more analysis if you guys want me to on other pairs. But let's give gold a chance here. Patience. Patience is the name of the game. Simon, is that you? Is that you, Simon? What's up, man? How's everything been? 23, 24, there is a zone. What would you say for buys there? 23, 24. Well, basically what we have marked, so it's around the same thing. Just this area over here that we have marked off, you can see. That's why we talk about zones being just as general zones. You can see the reaction. If you zoom out, you can count it. You have one, you have reactions here, you have reactions here, reactions there, a reaction right there. This is a reaction. Again, not completely precise, but overall reactions, reaction. You get me? Like, it's always, all you got to do is zoom out and see, okay, is this a valid zone? Is it not? Am I going to get reactions here? Okay, you see it multiple times. So you know it's a zone that you can have. But we'll see. Right now, that was insane. I woke up, man, I saw gold and I was like, what the hell happened? I thought it was like, some insider trading or something. But damn, that was insane. That was insane. I'm gonna just show you guys the report that I saw. Look at this. All right. Gold prices fell nearly 2% on Friday after data showed China's central bank held off gold purchases in May, consecutive months of buying. There you go. There you have it. That's wild. Imagine being, like, imagine having that type of power in this world that you just decide, you know what, we're not gonna buy gold anymore, and gold drops 700 pips. Like, well, the drop, let's say it came till here, 500 pips, and then NFP just kicked it off and just murdered there. But that was, yeah. When we did our analysis yesterday, I wasn't expecting for price to even, like, not that I wasn't expecting to break below here, but I thought we would stay more or less around these areas. But as you can see, just insane, wiped out all those gains that we saw throughout the beginning of the week. We were finally this week, the beginning, it was more like, okay, we're still ranging, still ranging, still ranging, whatever. Then over here, finally, after that, what was this? This was ADP employment change on that day where we had that mixed data. We had the labor market coming out weaker, but then the PMI figures came out strong, and still gold continued towards the upside. So we finally started to get like upside moves on gold, nice clean market structure. So that was good for the beginning of the week. But then yesterday, China decided, no, no, no. But all right, let's get back to price action now that this 15-minute candle has closed. So 15-minute candle has closed, showing a rejection. But guys, remember, we're still bearish on gold just because of the fact that we are having a very strong dollar. Data reports are mixed, but still bearish. All right. But we want to make sure we wait for the actual candle confirmations. We don't want to get caught in these wicks over here, trying to sell off gold, get caught in a wick, and then price bounces. No, no, no. I want to make sure we avoid that. You either wait for the candles to close or you wait for the proper candle breaks. Because again, look at this strong area over here. We don't want to get caught in being, a liquidity grab and the bouncing from this area, just like we have in the past. Let's see if there's any other sort of reactions in the past. We've seen strong buyers come in around these areas, a bit of resistance, we can say, just around here. Again, strong buyers above, some wicks, strong buyers above that area. Okay, some reaction, 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 very strong. So you see how there's good amount of buyers that came, not just buyers, but good amount of sells and buys. So we want to watch out with this area in general. Where did I see the news about China? Yeah, Reuters. That's, sorry, I just showed that right here. Reuters. What's up, Andre? How's DTI? The lives. Is Raul trading gold for you guys, or just indices and futures? Good to hear, Simon. Overcoming hurdles, brother, that's life. Let's see. Yo, Tarzan, I don't understand why I'm struggling to draw the zones, key levels on gold bond indices. I don't have that sort of problem. Instead of this, I'm more profitable. And I find better entries on gold, so I'm a little bit confused. I mean, it's really the same thing, to be honest. Like, I don't do, like, if you watch me, we'll do a little bit of analysis later on like NAS and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Yo, sheesh. Damn, we're gonna have to take a look at the indices in just a second here, because wow. But yeah, to be honest, it's really no different. Like it's really the same exact concepts you're marking off levels on, most likely, at least me. daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. If it's confusing to draw them, it's probably because there's not such clean zones to begin with. You get me? But usually there should be, like, if for example, this type of zone that we just found in the middle of this range, again, who is to say that price is going to get there and react? We don't really know that. All we can do is look towards the left and understand or ask ourselves, is there reaction, yes or no? Just like I did earlier. Yes, you have yes, 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 yes. You know, you don't even got to look further back. You just got to answer, be able to answer that question. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, check. That's it. That's all we can do. You know, versus if it was just a random ass zone, then you would probably just be like, okay, no, this isn't a good zone. I need to look for something else. Get back to the 4 hour, see what you can mark off. Or get back to the daily, see what you can mark off. This right here, you can see it more clearly. Daily candles, reaction, 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 a lot of wicks to the left, a lot of wicks over here. So that's it. That checks off what we need. We're good. We have that zone. You get me? All right, momentum is still very, very bearish. As you can see, 5-minute candle, well, 15-minute candle to begin with. As you can see it, very, very strong momentum. 5-minute candles, very strong momentum. 1 minute also showing strong momentum, but we can see on the 1 minute the pauses that we're having around this area. So we want to make sure we can get no further breaks back above into these areas. Let me delete this. Put this one. Let's mark off the highs of these bodies over here. Ideally, we would want price to stay below that. So something like this, something like, okay, when we create a range, price messes around a little bit. If it starts to break those lows, then most likely we're going to see another decent move towards the downside. But we're just going to be messing around this area, and especially breaking back above into here, then we're going to have increased probabilities of us seeing that liquidity grab, or yeah, the price grabs, as you guys saw in the previous NFP. If you don't know what that looks like, actually, I could just zoom out. I know exactly where it is. Look at the previous NFP. This was one-sided data, okay? Right here. Previous NFP was one-sided data. Even with one-sided data, look, price spiked towards the upside, grabbed more liquidity, grabbed more orders at this large support around this area, as you can see, and then price afterwards, probably like what is this, after 10 a.m. So at least like an hour or two after, almost, price finally started to show recovery, finally started to show those signs that those fundamentals were actually holding weight in the market. Then throughout the rest of the day and throughout the rest of the remaining upcoming week, which was obviously on Monday here, as you can see, price continued on that bullish market structure, obviously with the help of other economic reports as well, continuing just bullish, clean price action. Clean, clean, clean. So that's the idea today. We don't want to get so like close-minded into thinking like, okay, you would have to take a move right now. Like, remember, this is information that you can use for the days to come. All right. Don't be so married to just right now, right now, right now. You know, be open to the idea that sometimes it's better to wait for better conditions that play out for you before actually making those decisions. Dave, what's up, Dave? You guys are trading, let's see, NAS, SPX. Oh, wait, no, that was the different. Just futures. Oh, okay. Just futures. NAS, SPX on. I thought with the news, indices would be opposite to gold. No, it's usually the same. If it's that's why I try to stay away from indices. Indices can get a little bit tricky sometimes, but fundamentals still are the same. Because remember what we saw today. Look, this is, again, I'm gonna pull it up for you guys so you guys can see this. So reading the reports, right? NFP 272, that's above consensus, above forecast. Is that good or bad? Okay, that's good for the US dollar. That's, let me see. Look, the US economy added 272 jobs in May 2024, much higher than the downwardly revised 165K in April, well above forecast. Okay. Let's see if it says anything else. Doesn't matter. Unemployment rate is the tricky one because unemployment went up, right? As you can see, it went up to 4%, 3.9. So that makes this data mixed because they're saying, okay, more jobs were added, but at the same time, more people claiming unemployment. So it's kind of like, you get me? That's why it's mixed data. But look at the earnings, 0.4. Is it above consensus in the forecast? Yes, it is. That's good. That's better earnings. Better earnings means more people that are working, they're making more money. You already know when people make more money, they're gonna go and spend that, right? Same with this hourly earnings as well. This is the month over month. This is year over year, 4.1% above consensus, above the forecast. So it's like 3 check marks in favor of gold sells. The unemployment rate is the one that goes against that. So again, that's just why we're expecting some sort of bounce around this area, but we're still waiting to get that overall push through on gold through this support. If not, then we are most likely going to see that. I don't think we're going to range. I think we're going to see one thing or the other, to be honest. If we range, it is what it is, then whatever, no trades taken. But if at least we can get some nice candle closes below, some good breaks, and with impulsive candles getting back below like these lows over here, that's what we want to see. You hear me? We're still in the area that 5-minute candles have been rejecting. Look at the wicks, 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 wicks. So that's why I'm saying be careful. If you want to wait for the 4 hour to close and wait, it's completely up to you. It's what I would recommend anyways. You still using the 1 minute time frame? Yeah, we still use the 1 minute time frame, but now we use more the 1 minute time frame. I don't know if you guys have realized this, but we use the 1 minute time frame more now for fluctuation in price rather than actual entries. We've been taking a lot more, at least myself, been taking a lot more entries after like 15-minute candles because now we don't trade at 8:30. We started doing the zooms at 9 a.m because we realized a lot of times the price action that we get during 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is usually very choppy. And when I was looking through my journal, I realized that I was taking my initial losses, or most of my losses that I was taking were coming before 9 a.m. So I figured, you know what? I talked to the community. They were okay with starting at 9 a.m. And I feel like we've gotten better results since we started. I don't know. You guys tell me. But yeah, we started waiting for like 9 a.m. because that way at 9 a.m., even though sometimes, yeah, moves play out before, it still it has played out a bit better after 9 a.m. because again, it's the 4 hour candle closing. A lot of times the trades that I would take, it would be like, okay, I'm in the trade. I'm 20 pips in profit, 4 hour candle closes, and then you end up going back to break even because the new 4 hour candle is doing its upper wick or something. You get me? Super annoying because then I would be in trades, right? I would be up 20, 30 pips. I wouldn't secure. Then it goes back to break even at the new 4 hour candle. And then I'm there kind of thinking about it like, wait, is this a trade that's actually going to play out? You start hesitating or you go and you get break even. And then it's like the move plays out 10 minutes afterwards in the new 4 hour candle. So after a few weeks of doing that, I was just like, yo, guys, fuck that. Like, let's just trade after 9. It's cool. That's why I send the what's it called? The links a little bit later, usually just after the data gets released. So we know we're calm, we're composed, we understand that moves come and go. And it's okay if we're not right there when the NFP gets released, trying to go crazy. Because look, NFP gets released and people here are itching to take a trade. Oh, the NFP came out bad or this or whatever. You convince yourself to take a sell, prices breaking the lows. There you go, you get clapped. You get me? Versus, you know what? We're composed. We're here. We're waiting. We know what we're looking for. We're waiting for sells. Yeah, that's fine. But still, we're having wicks. Okay, let's be patient. You get me? It feels a lot more natural versus just trying to be here 8 in the morning, super early. By the time I'm telling you, bro, by the time 9:30 would come, we'd already be in the session an hour and a half, still waiting for a move sometimes, not watching anything. So it was just like by the time we had to make a decision, it was like I was in the kitchen or I already left or whatever. It was just not ideal. But you see, man, buyers still around this area failing to let gold go. even with such a strong dollar. Again, we've already seen that weakness overnight. Look at this 1 minute, bro. This is absolutely insane. Incredible. That's wild. Whoever was trading London session, if you guys were adapting to those sells, ah, man, that's crazy. But anyways, let me see. Si el H4 cierra abajo de la zona, entrarías en un rechazo de M5 por más que haya un significant price point de abajo. Yo esperaría, si la vela de 4 horas se cierra debajo, yo igual esperaría que rompa ese nivel. Para yo poder decir que, bueno, ya la vela puedo cerrar debajo del nivel. Y si va a haber volumen, va a romper este significant price point también. Entonces ahí ya yo puedo ser como me da una razón para ser más impulsivo, porque de pronto hay volumen en el momento que rompa esos niveles ahí, en vez de tomarlo como en estas partes y después ver que el precio no deje debajo de eso y siga. Entonces yo prefiero que cierre debajo, bueno, que cierre debajo y después que rompa el nivel para yo seguir con el sell. Ah, full margin above 23.22. This look, the bounce is still coming. Obviously, I'm not saying you have to take bounce plays, but I'm just remember I'm the analyst here. I'm letting you guys know what's probable based off the price action with the experience that I have reading fundamentals and things like that. So far, the patience, as you can see, it has paid off. But let's go ahead and look at the 4 hour now. And then after we do this 4 hour candle little analysis here, just make sure we understand where it's closing. Again, very strong 4 hour candle, closing below the zone, closing below these candle bodies to the left. So those sells are still very much active. We really just need to see lower time frame candles, like at least a 5 minute candle, not only breaking, but closing below. Because look how many times it's tried to break and it just fails to close below. Again, showing signs that more pullbacks can come, or at least that price is going to be paused for the time being. If those are the signs that you're getting, then that just means for you as a trader that you have to be more patient. That's all it is. Oh, Daniel, nice catching those cells. And if you're here to learn, bro, then awesome. I don't understand your language, sir. Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh, because I was talking Spanish. Sorry. Y en ese caso pondría el stop loss por encima del significant price point. El stop loss no aceptaría nada encima de esta zona, por si rompe ese nivel. Because this is what, 30 pips. That's already 30 pips. That's already a big stop loss. If you were to take breaks below that, for you to get yourself a 1 to 2, that would be a nice little 60 pips, but that's a decent move towards the downside there. So that's in terms of breaks below these significant price points, these candle body wicks over here, you know. But again, still waiting, still signs of price showing that we are going to get some sort of pullback, at least for now. We're paused. We're gonna see. Is it weird? I almost understood everything you said in Spanish. Why is that weird? Unless you don't speak Spanish, then yeah, that's a little bit weird. Okay, yeah, what the hell? That's weird. I don't know. You must speak something else. Spanish is a simple. No, I'm kidding. Spanish, I would say Spanish is harder than English, to be honest. Spanish has, those freaking, I don't even know how to say it in English. They have like tildes and accents, and you say this word this way, and you say that word that way. English seems like very straight to the point. I don't know. I can't say more than 10 words. It's all good, man. At least if you're good at speaking English, then hey, whatever. But I would say knowing two languages is a flex. How was the previous NFP? Man, you guys don't watch my YouTube videos? That's messed up. Let's see. Look, I'm gonna put the link. And I'm gonna show you guys what I put up for yesterday. My channel, NFP. I know this is information that most traders don't talk about, but I'm telling you, bro, this is gems, bro. To be able to see a breakdown of the lower time frames, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Look at this. This was the previous NFP report. This is the little breakdown that I put up on YouTube. So you can see one-sided information. Gold gave that strong reaction, and look at the freaking pullback on that extreme. This is a huge liquidity grab. Talking hundreds of pips in liquidity being grabbed before continuing towards the upside there. You know? Oh, damn, we missed. I was showing you guys, and there you go. Copy. If you guys want to go check out what I posted, it's in the chat. It's in the chat, the link. Go show some love. I mean, look, I told you guys price was likely to bounce. Yo, Sebastian, did you full margin? No, I'm just playing. But yeah, so we are getting those pullbacks, just as we said, in terms of the price action that we were getting, the wicks that we saw, the failure to actually close below. Again, lower time frames giving us that exhaustion. We knew that we were either going to range before getting some sort of move towards the downside, or as you can see, price has now broken above those areas that we have listed off, and price basically that's around 80 pips to that area. Breaks above here was a clean low 40 pips. So pat yourself on the back if you took that. Bro, speak Spanish without knowing he speaks Spanish. Shit. For real, bro. This guy literally never learned Spanish in his life, and he starts listening to it like, wait, I get that. That's weird. Candles back above this area, I would say, yeah, that would be further buys and most likely could correct this move. At least. That's the NFP move itself. That's 70 pips above this area. But yeah, see the reaction. Like you guys have seen us take breaks of highs. It's wait for prices to get to the area where you want to take it. See if you're gonna get some sort of pause. Ideally, you do get a pause. Ideally, I'm not saying it's going to pause, but ideally you do get a pause, and then you get breakouts. So you have like liquidity being generated, and then it goes. Unless this is the liquidity that's being generated, and you're just gonna see strong buyers above, then hey, it is what it is. But just caught 100 pips off 23.16. So 23.16, you went for the high risk buys around this area. That's a savage move right there. Yeah, Alexander, I'm telling you, bro, I don't make fun of you, bro, when I tell you that when you want to take a freaking buy position, you got to do the opposite. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, every time you've texted in the chat, yo, wait, so these buys look good, bro, price will go against you. And then you'll be like, wait, no, the sells look good. And then price will bounce again, bro. That's ah. That's what I'm saying. That's because you probably don't have a plan, bro. That's the indicator, bro. Facts. I told him the other day, like, bro, next time you want to do that, just trick the market. You got to do the analysis. Okay, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. As soon as you're about to take that position, the market knows you're going to take that position. You go against it, all right? And you finesse the market. I'm telling you. Would you sell if this zone holds? I would wait for more candles to close, to be honest, because of the pause that we got at this area and the move up. I would wait for more candles to close, or I would just simply wait for price. So yeah, reject this area a few times and then start breaking back below into these areas for me to continue taking those sells. I want to be patient because of the fact that I'll pull it up again. So sorry, guys. The fact that with one-sided data, we still see large liquidity grabs. I'm expecting today with a little bit of mixed data, we could see the same type of thing. But let's wait and see. That's what I'm saying. Let's wait for candles to close. There's this 5-minute candle about to close over here. Yeah, I would want that momentum to get broken. Yeah, bro. Yeah, what's it called? The zooms were dope in DTI, but in DTI, it was way more pressure, to be honest, because of it would always be like more than 100 people. Now with Traders Foundation Group, it has gotten a lot more personal because there's not as many people. So it's, answering a lot more questions, being like very much active with the conversations that we have in the chats. In the DTI one, sometimes it would be like one person asking this, the other person asking this, and it's like it was a little bit hard to keep on track of what we were actually doing. But yeah. My WAP, yeah, my Instagram bio. I'm not sure if I forget that people join on Fridays because we do the the Telegram lives. But yeah, my Instagram, I'll just write it up in case people don't know about Tarzan Trades, baby. Yeah, exactly, bro. People would just ask to go over the same things, bro. And it was just like, dude, like either you're not paying attention or like you're not doing the work yourself. I don't know. All right, Justin, take care, man. This guy ate and said, all right, peace. Thanks for the 100 pips. See where this 15 is going to close. For us to be convinced of any more sells, the analyst in me tells me wait for price to get back below the zone instead of taking high risk sells. I feel like right now, those buyers are still present. But yeah, candles. I mean, look, you're asking where would you have taken a position? Don't ask where I would have taken a position. Ask yourself where you would have taken a position based off the exhaustion, based off like ask yourself, like if you see this right here and you wanted to take the higher risk buy positions that we were talking about in terms of I wasn't saying, oh yeah, take these buy positions. I was saying look at the exhaustion that we're getting around these areas, look at the downside move that we've had overnight. Call me crazy if I thought that price was going to show at least a minor bounce from this area. We got the minor bounce. You get me? Now it's a matter of waiting to see where the sellers are going to start to show us signs that they're back in the market, whether they already did it and they're giving us this rejection. But me personally, I want to wait for a stronger type of confirmation. You get me? Because if we were going crazy on the lower time frames, then we would have been saying over here, all right, guys, let's look for more sells or let's get for the breakouts and things like that. But that's why I was saying, let's wait. Let's wait for the candles to close. Get one candle close below and then look for the sell at least, don't be going so crazy with the lower time frames and just seeing the impulsive moves because I say this because these are mistakes that I have made myself. I have seen large moves come after like an NFP report and I have been faked out myself. So again, I have learned from that. So that's why I'm here warning you guys of what we can potentially see. That's why I marked off the certain levels that I marked off. So I said what we needed to see. You get me? So don't be so worried about what I would have taken, how I would have made money. See how you could have made money. See how you could have taken advantage of that. You could have been comfortable, like somebody in the private chat saying, oh, I took the buys above 23, 22. You get me? Again, that person didn't feel comfortable with taking such high risk high risk buys around this area, right? They didn't feel comfortable with that in terms of, look, if you wanted to go for zone to zone, just giving an example, right? In terms of the 1 to 2, that's 40 pips that you would have been able to put. It's a large stop loss, but I don't know your specific trading plan. You get me? I don't know if that's what you like to do, right? Somebody could have taken that risk versus somebody else could have said, you know what? I want to wait for this area to get broken above, and I'll take an impulse buys above that. That person didn't capitalize on 80 pips. They still were able to get more than 35, 40 pips. You get me? So it's multiple, it's a matter of you finding those areas where you yourself would feel comfortable in taking those trades. So that way in the future, when this happens again, because it always happens, markets always will repeat themselves. It's not going to be precisely the same thing, but most of the time it's usually it's around the same type of movement. You get me? The movement is not precisely exactly the same, but it gives the same type of things, the same type of signals, same type of candle confirmations, and that sort of thing. But all right, 15-minute candle is closing. As you can see, very, very strong rejection towards the upside. So for me, I would say be careful in terms of the buys because of the rejections that we're getting. But we most likely, if we do start to get further breaks below these zones, and remember the candles closing below, that's where we'll want to continue with the sells. Right now, it just seems to me like we're being very indecisive on the lower time frames, not really showing too much of where price is gonna go. So me personally, after seeing these buys played out, I would just at least wait. But obviously, I'm not gonna end the stream here for you guys. I'll stay here a little bit longer and I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. But yeah, in terms of analysis that we did this morning, that honestly couldn't have played out any better. Let me know if you guys want me to go and take a look at any other pairs. So that way we're not just staring at gold only. Let's get back below that for us to be convinced that sellers are still in control. Indices, we'll take a look at them. Which one? Oh, yeah, I mean, indices look like the exact same thing with gold, to be honest. The downside move, the recovery being made. Let's see if around this area we're going to get any sort of rejections for us to look into some potential further sells. But above that would be just continued buys, to be honest. Above this area, this 1 hour zone. Anything below that, I would stick to bearish price action. See the 30, 15. Yeah. Yeah, it's a strong little area over here. So wait and see where candles are going to close. See if we reject this area and get further breaks below here. Yeah, I'll do breakdowns, of course. When is the next strong report? There's the next, yeah, because those breakdowns help. I'm being extremely honest with you guys. Like, if I wouldn't have done, if not that if I wouldn't have done that breakdown, because I always do the breakdowns for myself, but I usually just keep it in a private folder, right? But bro, if I wouldn't have made that breakdown, I wouldn't be here looking at this so objectively, saying that yeah, we can get some bounces. If I'm just here, oh yeah, NFP, and that's it. Then this is how it came out. This is the fundamentals. This is how it should go. Then I would be a lot more impulsive, a lot crazier in the sense of like, yeah, just take the sells, like type thing. I've done that on days that we have like what's it called? Strong data. On days of strong data, that's something that I have struggled to kind of, I guess, accept the idea of seeing liquidity grabs and that type of thing. But after seeing these reports come out so many times, after trading these reports, the last NFP, I'm not sure if I was still in DTI, but the last NFP report, I literally never forget this NFP. Bro, I caught like three different positions, all of them up 50 pips, didn't close any of them, ended up taking a loss. You get me? So that day I had to reflect, and that day I had to be like, wait, like, what do you mean you were up? You were basically up 150 pips. You get me? Because it's three different positions, and you still didn't close. So I started looking into that, diving deeper into it. What's going on? Okay, they did this. This was the data. This is how price recovered. You get me? So that's why yesterday I was like, yo, if I do a breakdown, not only am I going to hold myself accountable, but other people are also going to be able to see that as well. So this morning, as soon as I got on, okay, these are the fundamentals. This is what price is reacting. Okay, this is what we need to see the continuation. But let's pay attention to the fact that China did this, NFP did that. Let's look at some bounce plays from around this area if we can get the confirmations of exhaustion, and then let's wait for further breaks above this area. So it's all about just having that plan. And then again, we don't control what the market actually does. If the market wouldn't have bounced and we would have seen candles closing below that zone, then we most likely would have been saying, you know what, candles are closing below. Let's pay attention to those sells. Who knows what would have happened? You get me? But it's a matter of just being prepared for the scenarios and then actually taking action into, those trade ideas. Next week, Wednesday, gonna be wild. Why? What is it? What is it? Next week, let's see. Oh, damn. CPI, huh? Oh, CPI and FOMC? Nah, yo. We were working overtime that day, bro. Sheesh. Foreboding that day. You know what's annoying about the days of data, man? That it's like it would be amazing to be able to capitalize on those moves, but majority of the times it just always comes after, bro. Always. But yeah, it would be damn, bro. Yeah, we have freaking CPI, we have FOMC, we have PPI on the next day. So yeah, next week is looking like a who keeps raising their hand. Yes, you can answer. I mean, you can ask whatever you want to ask. GBP, GDP, does it affect gold? No. I mean, not this gold, because this is XAU USD. So this is dollar. So no. No, that does not affect gold. But all right, let's see if gold is going to continue on this bullish run here. If it breaks further above these candles, and if this in the next 3 minutes can give us a candle close above. But then after that, we have the 30-minute time frame closing. So we want to see where it's going to close. How's everybody's week going, by the way? Profits, in life. Everybody's staying healthy. All right, my bad. I had to answer a phone call there. Let me see. So let's wait. Let's wait for the 30-minute candle to close, see where that's gonna close, see if we're gonna get any sort of pause around this area so we could be patient and cautious of that, or if we're gonna close above and then we can look for further buys above. But let's see. Slight profits, doing sports after trading. Yes, sir. The same thing, bro. I'm as soon as I'm done trading, bro, straight to working out. Up 1%, travel home tonight for 2 weeks. Traveling home tonight for 2 weeks. What do you mean? Like you work, assuming you work abroad then. Always good to go back home, man. Good luck with that. Rough trading week for me. Why is that, brother? Share your experiences, see what's going on. Being impulsive, emotional, maybe analysis is off, entering too early, too late. William, my boy, what's up, William? La vida jodido. En el trading, menos jodido que la vida itself. Nah, brother, you're alive, you're breathing, man. It's a beautiful thing, to be able to actually wake up, be healthy. I don't know if I definitely became a lot more grateful after, I guess, getting rid of my stomach aches. But bro, for months, I don't know if you guys remember, I had the craziest stomach pains. Now I'm able to wake up, bro, and I could just thank God that I'm healthy, bro, because I don't wish that on anybody. But nah, man, don't look at, no diga que está jodido. Usted es bendecido. No está respirando. Hay oportunidades en todo el mundo. Myself, bro, I'm doing a lot better. Thank you. Life has been blessing me lately, to be honest. I could not be more grateful. Like I could be more grateful, but you get what I'm saying. Sebastian, I saw you were out yesterday, man. You're being a degenerate yesterday, huh? Spending those profits, I see. Spending the profits. Dave, yes, you did have a messed up FTMO. Yep. FTMO was not it this week, huh? Roscoe, I live abroad, back to Scotland tonight. That's dope, man. I heard Scotland is a beautiful place to visit. Should I go visit? A lot of nature, or do I have it confused? So, yo, somebody said, "What are you hitting today?" This guy says, "This man, bro. Uh, this man, bro." Bro, to be honest, I've actually started doing not calisthenics. I don't want to say I do calisthenics, but all I'm doing right now is like at-home body workouts. So I'm doing pull-ups, push-ups, squats. I don't really do abs ever in my life. It's the worst, bro. Abs are the worst thing you can work out. And plus, if you don't eat good, then what is even the point? But now, of course, I got to do some abs. I got to have a stronger core. But yeah, that's the only one I slack on, to be honest. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for 30-minute time from the close. Chill, bro. Come on. What else do you want? Unless you join late, what else do you want? But yeah, so far, look at the structure still being respected that we were drawing up earlier. So that's why I said let's be patient for those cells around this area in case price is going to continue doing more liquidity grabs. So let me see. It took three trades and they were all pretty patient trades, but my timing was off. Got taken out on one trade and then it played out crazy. Oh, so the one that was it, I might be getting confused, but it was the one that you were looking at I think it was sort of like a bounce play or like a break of high bounce play type of thing that it took you out and then it continued without you. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. It's all good, man. We have more days to come. Bro, imagine me, like all week I've been itching to take a trade. But I've been extremely I honestly feel a lot more composed. Just in these few days of taking a trading break, I already feel more composed. William, there you go. You see, like there's a lot more to improve in trading, personal habits. We're getting there. That's all it's all about, bro. You got to remember a lot of times the stresses that we put on ourselves is literally just us. Like it's literally just us looking for that stress. Like, oh, I want to have money. So how do I make money? And then you start getting stressed out because you want to make money. But bro, nobody told you, you know? You get me? So a lot of times it's like this the kind of like the pressures that we put on ourselves, it does a bad thing to us. So, you know. But all right, let's go back to price action here. Look at this 30-minute time frame. Closing bullish, obviously, as you can see, having that strong bounce as we were anticipating. So again, give ourselves a pat on the back for putting out that analysis, not being completely overtaken by emotions of, man, I missed out on sales yesterday. NFP just came out this bearish. Oh, okay, price is going to be breaking below that. That's it. I want another 700 pip move to play out in my favor because of the fact that you missed out on put a move. You give me like those emotions. Oh, you know, I missed out on that move. Unless you were prepared for China to stop doing what they were doing, then you didn't miss out on anything. You get me? Like you could not have prepared for that. If you were trading during that session and then you saw the type of price action that kicked in, then yeah, sure. But don't wake up in the morning and tell yourself like, oh man, I missed the move. Because chances are, you really think you were gonna just all of a sudden catch what 500 pips and you were gonna hold from here to there? No, you weren't. But in your brain, you think that oh man, that played out. Man, I missed it. It's like no, you did it. You get me? You're here now. Stay composed. This is what price action is doing now. Focus on what you're doing now and focus on what is going to most likely do next. So that's why you got to look at things from an objective point of view instead of just looking at price action like this and thinking, nope, sells only. You get me? That's the beauty of being a day trader. You get to come on, you get to analyze price action, you get to have signals from the candles itself. You get me? So April is everybody's favorite month, bro. In fact, those results, bro. I think April for me was also my best month so far. June, obviously, I haven't seen any freaking results because I have been taking a trading break. May was it could have been better, I would say. May could have been better. That's why I was taking way too many trades in during last month. That's why I'm taking that break. Are you looking for only for sells now? We were looking for actually for buys earlier, but yeah. But all right, guys, we've been on for an hour now. Let me know what other questions you guys may have. So far still on that recovery with this price action that we're seeing. But yeah, we'll end the stream shortly here so that way we don't make it too long. And especially because already I see a lot of people in the private telling me that yeah, they took some buy positions. So we don't want to get greedy. You know, if we're here because remember, you know, we do analysis, we go over the price action and stuff. But again, I want to make sure that we're not here over trading or nothing like that, you know. But let me know, guys. And I appreciate everybody that tunes in, especially every day. You know, we put in work literally Monday through Friday, and I see the same people almost every day, and then you see it in the results as well. It's the same people that are showing up every day are the people that are getting the good results. So, but all right, everybody good? Good analysis today. Now, thank you guys for showing up, bro. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Good stuff today. This was honestly like one of the best analysis that we've ever done. Very, very good analysis. So yeah, good stuff, everyone. Hopefully you guys ate. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And I will see you all next week. All right, everybody. Take care. Let's go ahead and stop this Zoom here.